Influencers. They influence us all in such ways, we tend to think of them as superhumans. Maybe it's their influencing ways that make us feel this way, who knows? In today's day, influencers are on the same level as celebrities, and a lot of influencers tend to have larger and more loyal fan bases than most celebrities. However, sometimes these influencers either have a past they either tend to forget about, sweep under the rug and hope no one finds, or simply just move on from altogether. At the end of the day, we're all human, we all make mistakes, as you'll see in the blooper reel at the end of this one, and we all grow as people as the years in our lives go on. That being said, some things are on the internet forever, including tweets. So today we're counting down the top 10 influencers that were exposed for offensive old tweets. What's happening, guys? Welcome back to IO, where we keep you guys up to date with everything going on in our crazy world, and also entertaining you with some spicy top 10 lists. And let me tell you guys, it is perfect that I am the one host in this video because it is spicy, and they do call me the spiciest host in the game. What's going on, guys? Jared Pepper Bronstein here. You already know how it goes here. Stick around until the very end of this one for some fun bonus content you guys don't want to miss out on. And of course, let me know in the comments down below which number on here surprised you the most. Starting our list off at number 10, Brother Nature. Many of you probably know Brother, real name Kelvin Pena, from his various Instagram posts, which went viral and have been featured on the likes of World Star Hip Hop. In the videos, Brother could be seen hanging out with deer who would come up to him on his own lawn. Eventually, his animal brand exploded, and he would be seen hanging out with his new furry family, including the likes of monkeys, squirrels, goats. You get the idea. It didn't take long for Brother's following to explode into the millions, but as we know, with the fame, of course, comes some sort of backlash. Whether it be unwanted attention or your past coming back to haunt you, it seems in Brother's case, the latter was inevitable. Back in 2018, Brother had to deal with some of his past tweets from 2011 and 2012, when he was about 12 years old. The tweets, which I'm not going to quote as I normally would because they're incredibly racist and anti-Semitic, included jokes about Jay-Z as well as political figures from World War II. There were also tweets praising some of Chris Brown's past assaults, as well as jokes pertaining to women in general. Of course, Brother would apologize, tweeting a photo of a written apology in the Notes app. In the apology, he cites to being 12 years old led him to being an attention seeker and impressionable. He apologized to all those offended and took full responsibilities for the actions his 12-year-old self did. He capped it off asking for forgiveness, saying everyone grows and makes mistakes. Now that he has a platform to spread love and positivity, that's what he intends on doing. As you can imagine, some forgave him while others didn't. As of now, it's in the past. It seems most have moved on, and he's doing quite well for himself and the animals. Up next, number 9, Molly May Hogg from Love Island. Now, I most likely said her name wrong, which I should have looked up how to say it, but here we are filming the video, and I just don't have time. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sure plenty of you guys watch the show or have in the past, and although I personally have no interest, I really hope Molly isn't the type of person she appears to be based on some of her old tweets. In June of 2019, the Love Island star was exposed for some of her old tweets that she had posted back in 2014 and 2016 when she was 15 and 17 respectively. Of the tweets in question, one of them included the word gay being used as an insult, as well as a retweet where Molly agrees with a post including the N-word featuring former President Barack Obama. I'm not sure if Molly ever apologized or even acknowledged the tweets, as I wasn't able to find much aside from the few articles exposing her in the first place. Doesn't seem like Molly was all that affected by it either, considering how she now has just under 4 million Instagram followers at the time of this recording, and tons of fans commenting on all of her posts. Now, although these tweets are only about 3 and 5 years old, I certainly hope Molly has matured as a person and has learned from her past mistakes. I mean, it won't make that much of a difference to me, but I'd rather there be less shitty people in the world, you know? Now, at number 8, Zoella, the YouTuber whose real name is Zoe Sugg, had a good 3 years from 2009 to 2012 of tweeting some pretty nasty stuff. Her tweets, which have since been deleted, were called out for fat shaming as well as being homophobic. 2 of the tweets read, I quote, "I find it funny when gay men spit. It's like they're trying to be a bit macho," and I quote, "How many straight men do you know who whip out a compact mirror to do their hair before an ab seal?" Others said, I quote, "Who do these parents insist on beefing up their obese children? Just give them some water and some veg and tell them that's all they're getting," end quote. She also used phrases such as fat chav and close-up of a fatty eating a Big Mac. Obviously problematic, Zoella tweeted out, I quote, "I've seen a few of my old tweets from 7-8 years ago floating around, which I have now deleted, using words like chav, skank, and other words I wouldn't use now as part of my language, and a lot of them were taken out of context referring to TV shows, but I would never say those," end quote. The backlash occurred in 2017, so it seems Zoella, as well as her fan base, have moved on. When the incident did occur, some were quick to defend her, saying she has matured from 7 or 8 years ago when the tweets were first posted. I mean, I think it depends on the situation, what was said, what was done. A lot of variables regarding that, but we'll move on to number 7. At number 7, Laura Lee. There was a ton of drama that involved a lot of big names in the makeup community, or the YouTube makeup community, although I think it's all the same. Back in 2018, some of the biggest stars of the YouTube makeup world, including Manny MUA, Gabrielle Zamora, and of course Laura Lee, feuded with beauty guru and former friend Jeffree Star. Now, the drama doesn't matter all that much. What does matter is that some of Jeffree's fans decided to dig up Laura's old tweets, when they came at him. And boy, did she have some tweets that needed to be dug up. In 2012, Lee tweeted, I quote, "Tip for all black people, if you pull your pants up, you can run from the police faster, hashtag you're welcome," end quote. Laura then tried to save face with her now infamous apology video, which, you know, had the snot and tears and all, but didn't really seem to do the trick. Some Twitter users even called out the fact that Laura cried and apologized for racist tweets in a 4-minute video, compared to Jenna Marbles, who cried for 40 minutes over getting the wrong fish tank. Moving on to number 6, Gaby Brinley. The lifestyle, beauty, and home vlogger who is usually seen with her adorable family quite recently came under fire for some past tweets. As recently as a month ago, the YouTuber who first found fame through Tumblr was called out for many past tweets and Tumblr videos, which included the N-word published by Brinley. She responded to the backlash with a series of tweets, including, I quote, "Many years ago, I said a racial slur, more than once. I'm sorry that I did, and I'm sorry I cannot change that I did. Trust me, I wish I could. I'm sorry. I am beyond remorseful. I will continue to do all I can to show my true beliefs and that I support the black community. I am moving forward and I hope that you can forgive me and move forward too. I'll take my time and you deserve yours. I love you all so much. I really do hate that I hurt my black viewers because you really do mean so much to me. I'll see you soon. Have a good night." Now, majority of people seem to accept her apology, at least on Twitter, but it seems she's got more issues than her past tweets. Brinley has also been accused of animal abuse, citing the fact that Brinley has had a few dogs over the last couple of years, most of which had to be given away. Brinley blames her allergies as well as the pet's specific needs for reasons to being given away, but many didn't buy it. What I don't get is, why get a dog if you're allergic? Now, halfway through our list, at number 5, Jeffree Star. Unfortunately, Jeffree has quite a past of racist comments or tweets, as well as texts. Overall, it's quite a past for the beauty guru. From the MySpace videos where he would use the N-word and refer to the Mexican race as poor in a derogatory way, to the multiple accusations from people in general. From YouTuber Gaby Hanna, who tweeted, "I have not and will not excuse his blatantly racist behavior, not his past references to me in derogatory terms, his continued use of the N-word, nor his efforts to eliminate spaces and opportunities for people of color. Let's stop making exceptions for people just because we like the way they blend eyeshadow," end quote. To his hairdresser who shared tweets of Star using the N-word, Jeffree has had quite a rough past, at least when it comes to, being exposed for saying and doing things he shouldn't do. I'm not really trying to defend the guy here at all. That being said, it seems he has since been forgiven, as a 34-year-old is still thriving in the YouTube community and makeup community in general. Up next, at number 4, Gaby Hanna. The Vine star who eventually transitioned onto YouTube has been in a handful of feuds since her debut in front of the camera. Among the feuds, there was also some backlash regarding a tweet posted back in 2011. I'm not going to quote the tweet, but in a nutshell, it pretty much joked that the #1 cause of minors being assaulted by adults is that they are attractive. Clearly a joke, but maybe not the best joke to make. In December of 2019, when Hanna was getting hate for the tweet, she responded with, "In 2011, I tweeted a meme I saw, surprise, I steal jokes, because at the age of 20, I thought it was funny. I deleted it because as a 28-year-old woman, it no longer represents what I find entertaining. Sorry to anyone who was hurt by this, I think it's gross too." Hanna attached the meme, which proves she isn't lying, but still doesn't make this one okay. Now at number 3, Adam Ray OK, also known as Rosa. Real name Adam Martinez, the TikTok star is currently finding himself in some trouble after tweets involving the words ghetto and Nicki Minaj surfaced, which were created by him. There were also a few tweets where he used the N-word, and following a fan tweeting at him that they were disgusted, he replied, I quote, "These are disgusting. My mind at the time of these was so immature and I didn't realize how words can effing hurt somebody, but that gives no validation for them. I deleted them because that is not what I represent and I am deeply sorry to anybody I offended. I learn and grow every day and will never try and justify my old ignorant tweets. There was a point in time I didn't realize how much words could hurt someone." End quote. Now moving on to number 2, Kevin Hart. How could he not be on this list? Some of you guys are going to argue in the comments down below he's not an influencer, but considering how he has brand deals, a production company, the list goes on and on. It's warranted. I'm sure you all know the story here, but Hart faced a ton of backlash and eventually stepped down from the Oscars after refusing to apologize for some old tweets for a second time. 2 of the tweets read, I quote, "Yo, if my son comes home and tries to play with my daughter's dollhouse, I'm going to break it over his head and say in my voice, stop, that's gay," end quote. Another read, I quote, "LMAO at all of the women asking me where the pic is. I'm not passing along a pic of a naked man. That would make me gay by association," end quote. In his 2010 stand-up special, Seriously Funny, Hart said, I quote, "As a heterosexual male, if I could prevent my son from being gay, I will," end quote. Although Hart had apologized in the past for the comments, the Oscars demanded another apology, something Kevin refused to do. This led to the award show not having a host for the first time. Now in at number 1, girl with no job, real name Claudia Oshry. The Instagram influencer show The Morning Breath, who she co-hosted with her sister Jackie, was actually canceled after racist Islamophobic tweets surfaced. Although I can't say the tweet word for word, she more or less compared taking a cab to funding organizations accounts whose main goal is to simply spread hate and destruction. It was then revealed that the woman's mother is Pamela Geller, a right-wing commentator who's been known for having quite extreme views. After apologizing for tweets she wrote when she was 16, Claudia also went on to say in a tearful video, I quote, "We want to be clear to our audience and fans that our political and cultural beliefs are not anti-Muslim or anti-anyone. Our views are separate from our mothers." She went on to say, "Being raised by a single parent, we were taught to make our own choices based on our personal beliefs. We are inspired to think for ourselves, and we do. We do not condone discrimination or racist beliefs of any kind." End quote. Since she's gotten a brand new Samsung, which some also have an issue with, as of now, Samsung has yet to comment. And there you guys have it for the top 10 influencers that were exposed for offensive old tweets. Let me know which one of these surprised you guys the most in the comments down below. For now, let's apply to some comments from the video, top 10 celebrities that became homeless. Now let me say, guys, I will always admit when I'm wrong, and in this case, as is usually the case, I was wrong. I refer to someone's home as the native country as London. Now, a lot of you guys were quick to let me know of the mistake I made, and I wanted to thank you for all making me laugh with your great comments. I will say now, I know London is a country. Sometimes I talk too fast. Sometimes it's too fast for my own good. Sometimes I just make mistakes. I'm human, like all people on this list are. They're all human, they all make mistakes. Maybe I shouldn't compare myself to the people on this list. Probably not a good idea. Anyways, guys, we got some bloopers. I've been your host, Jared Bronstein, and we'll see you guys in the next one. However, sometimes these influencers have a past. However, sometimes these influencers, at the end of the day, we're all human. At the end of the day, we're all human. We all make mistakes, as you'll see in the blooper. At the end of the day, we're all human. At the end of the day, take me to higher love. In the videos, brother could be seen hanging out with deer who would eventually come up to it. In the videos, brother could be seen.